Now, in our previous lectures, we have seen the various concepts related with engineering mechanics, such as the resolution of forces, then Varignon's theorem, then sine rule, then law of parallelogram, law of triangle, law of polygon. So these various concepts we have seen from the mechanics, as well as we have seen the moment, numericals related with moment, then various sign conventions, right? So these things we have seen. Now in today's lecture, we are going to have certain numericals about the resolution of forces and finding out the resultant of the system. So this type of numericals we are going to solve. So these are the simple numericals, but for practice purpose, these are important. So therefore, let us assume that a beam is there and forces are imposed on that beam. The magnitudes of the forces are also given. Now here you have to find the resultant of the system of forces. Find the resultant. Now these things are given. Now as you are going to find the solution for this numerical, you have to solve the numerical in a systematic manner. First of all, you have to consider the sign convention. We know the sign convention: positive x-axis, negative x-axis, positive y-axis, and negative y-axis. You have to split the forces. Suppose that this is acting 50 Newton in third quadrant. Actually, it is given that it is acting in third quadrant. So you have to split this force into one component parallel to x-axis, one component perpendicular to x-axis. Okay. So we have to write here minus 50 cos of 45 degree. You have split splitted this force. So therefore, it is making an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal x-axis here, and therefore you can split this force 50 Newton as minus 50 cos of 45, because this is acting in negative x-axis direction. Next one is minus 50 sine of 45 minus 50 sine of 45 degree. Okay, so in this manner we have split this 50 Newton force into two components. One is parallel to x-axis, one is perpendicular to x-axis. Now this 40 Newton force is perpendicular to the beam, so therefore you don't need to split this force. You don't need to split this force because already it is aligned to 90 degree. Already it has been aligned with 90 degree angle. So therefore, no need to split this force. Okay. Now after that, next force is on the left hand side, which is 30 Newton, and this is acting in fourth quadrant. So therefore, you have to also split this force into two components. One will be towards positive x-axis and next one will be towards negative y-axis. Okay. So positive 30 cos of 40 degree and next one is minus 30 sine of 45 degree. So in this manner, this force is been splitted into one parallel to the x-axis and one perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay. Now why these forces has been splitted? To calculate the resultant, in order to get the resultant, we have splitted these forces in x direction and in y direction. Okay. Now afterwards, what you have to do? You have to do the summation of fx and summation of fy in order to find out the resultant. Okay. But why we have, means how we have splitted this? Once again, you try to observe that along the direction you have to split in simple manner. Here also along the direction we have splitted it, and then after splitting you just observe that it is in which quadrant, whether it is its component is towards positive x-axis or towards negative x-axis, horizontal component, then whether its vertical component is towards positive y-axis or towards negative y-axis, then accordingly you decide its sign convention, you decide its sign, and afterward you have to do the summation of fx and summation of fy, and by using this summation of fx and summation of fy, you are going to get the summation of all forces in x direction and summation of all forces in y direction, and after that you are going to get the resultant by using the formula r is equal to under root summation of fx square plus summation of fy square. Also, you have to find the direction of the resultant. Okay. So first of all, write down the summation of fx. Now, what is the summation of fx? In x direction, you are having these two forces. Okay, so write down these two forces. And in y direction, you are having these two forces in y direction. Okay, so therefore, you are going to write these two forces. Write down first along the x direction, that is plus 30 cos of 40 degree plus in bracket minus 50 cos of 45 degree. Next one, summation of fy minus 30 sine of 40 degree plus in bracket minus 50 sine of 45 degree. Okay, now this answer you have to find on your calc. Okay, so after finding the answer, you can find r is equal to r square is equal to fx square plus fy square, and this answer you will get in the unit Newton. Means you will get r is equal to answer in the unit Newton. Okay, now these calculations can be made on your calc. After this, you have to find the direction of resultant. Means resultant is lying in which quadrant. Suppose that your resultant is lying in like this. Suppose that this is your resultant. Means it is just our assumption that this is our resultant. We don't know its quadrant. This is resultant. Because resultant is a virtual force. It is not the actual force. It is the combined effect of these three forces. 30 Newton, 40 Newton and 50 Newton. One more force we are going to add in Fy, and that is plus 40 Newton. This plus 40 Newton also you have to add because it is also going in downward direction. That's why you cannot forget this force. You have to show this force in here in the summation of Fy equation. Okay. After that, you find this two summation, and after that, you will get the answer. After finding out the answer for the resultant, you are also able to find the alpha. Alpha is what? Alpha is the angle made by resultant with horizontal x-axis. And you are having the formula for the resultant, and that is summation of Fy divided by summation of fx. This formula you are having for to find out the tan of alpha. Tan of alpha is equal to summation of fy divided by summation of fx. Summation of fy divided by summation of fx. Is equal to whatever the answer you are going to get, that you have to write here, and after that you have to do the tan inverse, and after that you will get the answer of alpha, that is angle made by the resultant with the horizontal axis, that is x-axis. That angle you will get in degree. Okay, that you have to write here. After that, after getting this alpha, you are able to decide in which quadrant the resultant will lie. In which quadrant the resultant will lie. So minus 12.37 is the answer given for the fx. Minus 12.37 is the answer given for the fx. Also find the summation for fy by using your calcs. Okay. Now after that, after finding out the angle alpha, you are also able to determine that in which quadrant your resultant will lie. As the fx is having negative sign, it is clear that it will lie in either second quadrant or in third quadrant, because your sign convention is like this, right? This is your sign convention. This is your side condition. Fy is 23.92, which is having the positive value. Now your Fy is positive and Fx is negative. Fy is positive and Fx is negative. This means that your resultant will lie in second quadrant. Resultant will lie in second quadrant. This is clear from the values of Fx and Fy. Your resultant will lie in second quadrant because value of Fx is negative. You can see here value of Fx is negative and value of Fy is positive. So therefore your resultant will lie in second quadrant. And you will also get the angle made by resultant with the x-axis, and that angle is nothing but the alpha. That angle is nothing but the alpha. So you will get this answer here. So you have to solve this numerical. You have to solve this numerical. You have to find all the answers. After that, moving to the next numerical. There are four forces. There are four forces like this. Now the angles are also given here. 45 degrees. This one is 50 degree. This one is 25 degree. And this one is 40 degree. So these angles are given and the magnitudes are given. 10 Newton, 20 Newton, then 30 Newton, and then 40 Newton. So these are the forces and these are splitted. These have to be splitted in order to find its resultant. So here you have to find the resultant. Find a resultant and its alignment. Alignment means in which quadrant the resultant is lying. That you have to find. So how you will find it? Solution. First of all, you have to resolve the forces, right? Resolve this 20 Newton force parallel to x-axis and parallel to y-axis. Then resolve this 30 Newton force parallel to x-axis and perpendicular to x-axis. In the similar manner, also resolve this 40 Newton force parallel to x-axis and parallel to y-axis. Also resolve this 10 Newton force parallel to x-axis and parallel to y-axis. So in this manner, you have to resolve the forces. Okay, how these forces will be resolved? In simple manner, you have to write here 20 cos of 45, right? And 20 sin of 45. Here 50 sin of 10 sin of 50 degree, and here minus 10 cos of 50 degree. Minus sign is there because it is along negative x direction. Okay, now here also you have to write minus 40 sin 25 degree, minus 40 sin 25 degree. Minus 40 is magnitude and sin 25 is angle, sign of angle. After that, again you have to write 40 minus 40 cos of 25 degree for negative x-axis. Component of 40 Newton aligned with negative x-axis. Here also you have to write the 30 cos of 40 degree, and here you have to write minus 30 sin of 40 degree. So in this manner, we have splitted these all four forces into the 8 components. And after that, you have to write the summation of fx and summation of fy. Summation of fx and fy. And after that, you can find r square is equal to summation of fx square plus summation of fy square. In this manner, you are able to find the r. Also, you are able to find the alpha, which is nothing but the angle made by resultant with horizontal x-axis. Okay, so these are the important things that you have to do while solving this numerical. So try to find this as your homework for this one.